This is Zenzi, Pacific Grove local. Dr. Fulbright, I was at the end of Black History Month panel discussion last night. Probably in your blind spot, because I was directly behind the videographer, who, by the way, I should have got his card. It's kind of what I'm asking you is to come and film a little bit of social justice, performance art philosophy on the MPC campus. I'm offering you in no uncertain terms a way to outsmart Carnegie Mellon and Stanford to help me seed my IP at Howard. Can't get anywhere near DC given the horrific and swifter than any of us could have imagined end of democracy. But I could have told y'all my civil rights been done, ghosted many times for things like sleeping. This very YouTube channel, and you can just scroll. You don't have to watch, we can talk about it, but there are numerous videos of my civil rights being violated for the not merely not a crime, but never ever could be possibly considered a crime, activity of sleeping. Whiteness done, entrapped itself. All I'm trying to do, hashtag how to demolish racism by 2030. And you know, I started this in 2020. I'm still sticking by it. I still don't need to philosophically demolish racism. Thought process wise, get all the anti-racists operating on the same frequency. You know, as great as last night was, and we never know where the ripples will occur, but it's the same thing happening over and over again. We're voicing the frustrations, but we don't know how to allow the completely novel thinking that must be done to fix all this chaos. Let's see if I can get a little more light here. No. Is Pacific Grove what you want from me? It's a little bit of lucid daydreaming. Everything you said about the enslaved mentality in our mind, the U.S. of hypocrisy, has been built on plantation capitalism, and it's never even been acknowledged. There's nothing we can do to change any of these things. Little tiny things, and we hope and we all, but the one thing that has to change is plantation capitalism. Yes, it's the hardest thing. It's nobody even sees it. Every bit of violence occurring is occurring because people are not given the chance to have right livelihood. Because people who are working as hard as they possibly physically can aren't paid enough to stay alive. All these problems. The solution, I'd like to start on the MPC campus with just a little bit of visiting scholar March. It's March 1st. I want to do a short hashtag free will gathering. Sure, you're an education guy. You know Goodwill Hunting. Well, I was trying to do it at Stanford. Matt and Ben, set the stage at Harvard. I need my Ben Affleck. I'm clearly Matt Damon. There's no question about that. And I got a few of them. I just can't get them. Call me back. We're in this peak moment when technology has devolved human attention spans and intelligence so drastically that the dystopia, forget what's happening in the government, it's the dystopia of all the rest of us. The situation that last night I simply couldn't. I'm too autistic. And I'm too, like, I need space to be understood. I'm creating the new future. It's not easy to understand. It takes a little bit of time. And I've been destitute for 4 years and 4 months, starving artist, destitute philosopher. Nobody will even buy me a cup of coffee. But yet, at the same time, you're doing a lot better than I am. You're in a home. I haven't had nutrition for 2 years. I've survived for at least a year on about 3 to 4 meals a week. How am I doing it? Well, that's my IP. And I'll be quite frank with you. Even this, I'm trying to give life-centric thinking and Dow at Howard. Why? Jeffrey Stewart, his voluminous and just addictively interesting biography of Alain Locke, the dean of the Harlem Renaissance, the guy who created the philosophy department at Howard, the only HBCU with a standalone philosophy department, and they only got a BA. So I'm trying to get to the Will and Jada Smith Family Foundation, Free Will Gathering, naming opportunity. Other people might want stadiums. Those things collapse. They'd be demolished in 20 years, 30 years. I'm trying to name a new branch of philosophy after Will Smith. # Free Will Gathering. You see, lucid daydreaming, performance art, like enter-cation. So back to Lavera. Oh, different time, different place, different location. Strategy. That woman knows what she's talking about. And what word did she say? That's what I'm trying to build the enter-cation empire out to do. Griots! We have got to learn about this African tradition, and we have got to fund it. We have got to create those of us who are philosophically minded, who are very, very often accused of being criminal-minded, having our civil rights violated. The philosophical, we need that kind of forum happening week after week after week. Derek said that. Just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. I gotta show you what I got here. Because I've been showing up for 4 years and 4 months and ain't nobody noticed me yet. So, imagine what happens if I launch the enter-cation empire. It's racing Elon and Jeff. I don't know. I don't have a good phraseology for what they do into democracy. I'm going to get one. This is # Chappelle Challenge, all these bits and everything. So, what I'm asking, why I need to come up to you real quick, pay my $3 parking, and I'm going to sit around Monday. Anytime, any place. I'll walk with you between meetings. Maybe we'll grab a coffee. That's about as high as I can imagine. I do need a meal or two. And I got a playlist for this. This is not just Jerry Seinfeld's coming to town. And in the last day, I've now become 1 degree of separation from Julia Louis-Dreyfus, David Duchovny, and Jerry Seinfeld. Been working on that. It's a short site that I do not have a David Duchovny playlist, but it's going to be part of the already well-established Matthew McConaughey Bongo Naked podcast. stand-up philosophy. So I'm going to be out here, all my contrariness, all of my provocativeness philosopher doing the improv. And I need to talk to Jerry Seinfeld so that he can invest so we can create a club scene. Not about, no, I can't, hecklers, hustlers, hecklers. We need a new club scene to allow people to talk through their trauma, to talk about to come in and say, hey, yo, I got this problem. It's new, it's unique. This is why people are committing suicide. There's nowhere to go for help. And everyone keeps telling me, well, we'll give you this kind of help. Well, I don't need that kind of help. I need investment for my new business kind of help. Sorry, homeless lady, you're just going to have to die. You either have to be homeless the way we decide that you have to be homeless, or you can die. Either do the jobs that we decide that you need to do, or you can die. Plantation capitalism is the most inhumane. Yet, they got the money to pay for the good PR. Lobbyists, lobbying, let's get rid of that. How is it even a democracy when companies can spend millions of dollars and they don't get a vote, but they're influencing everything that's happening? Look, and I think it was, the Washington Post owning guy. I really have trouble saying their names anymore. Free markets was always part of the, corporations started in Delaware 1890. What are corporations? Basically nothing but a document in Delaware. We're going to self-extinct this species. We have abused Black humans for hundreds and hundreds and 500 to close to 600 years. For documents in Delaware? I should go into the ECCR a bit. I had met Derek and Joy before. Being autistic, I can't be out in public too much. And I don't have money for gas or anything. I don't need help with what's wrong with me. I need help with what's right with me. I need to come and get the energy of your kids. I need to find someone to help me make some professional videos. Get a little few shorts. I got a playlist. It's already out there. Let's get it good. Is this anything? That's Jerry Seinfeld. Straight to him. He's coming right down the street. Next Friday. This is the kind of synchronicity that this is what I do here is meditate and let the ancestors bring the right collaborators to me. There's a place in history for MPC if you're willing to collaborate with me. Build some trust. You got some philosophy professors, ethnic studies. Get some. Just have a few professors talk to me this week, so you can get that I'm not a crazy lady. The citizen diagnosing thing has gotten out of hand because everyone feels like they're crazy because our bodies don't match our minds. This is will-being philosophy. I've sorted the hard problem of consciousness into an easy pivot. The enter-cation aspect of that is life-centric thinking. Life-centric thinking is $1 billion to start. It belongs to all 8 billion humans. That's 15 cents a person. Of course, we're going to get governments and NGOs, blah, 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 blah. I need Will and Jada to help me do this the right way. We're going to seed it. What I wanted to do was, again, to seed life-centric thinking, to create masters and doctorates at Howard in philosophy, Griot professionals, spread it all across the world. I've went fast. You know the African proverb, together. In this case, we're going to go fast. This has been Zenzi Harmony. I look forward to just a simple, brief visiting scholar during March 2025 interlude at MPC, which will always be me mentioning. That's who gave me my start all around the world. You know, the place where, you know, the 2-year degrees are for people who've completely excluded from white privilege education model. We need that for jobs as well. There has to be a way for people to get the salaries, to get the money they need, to doing what they're able to do. It's all very coherent in here. And being autistic, I don't think linearly, I think concentrically. And that's how life works. I've solved consciousness, yo. The white men do not want me to be heard. That's what's going on. I don't actually really want to be heard by the white men. I want to go out and dance with melanated people all across the globe. Just found out from my local Dharma center, Rinpoche is likely going to be able to get a message to the people doing the Mind and Life Conference, the Dalai Lama's Science and Spirituality Converging Conference. That's where I want to debut my theory of consciousness. But life-centric thinking, I'm thinking that must be endowed. Howard, or, you know, again, if DC is going to just be up in flames for a while, we'll figure it out. Maybe it'll be an African university or Caribbean university, wherever there's a start of a philosophy department that can help us, humanity, launch the industry of griots. Life-centric thinking, I got plenty of other IP to make money off of. That I want to endow as emotional reparations funding. Harmony.